Who becomes the next Ghana's Most Beautiful 2018? You decide. Vote your favorite contestant to win by texting Abena, Eastern Region, Na, Greater Accra Region, Jifa, Volta Region, Tewa, Central Region, Adepa, Western Region, Afra, Ashanti Region, Ohima, Bono Ahafo Region, Nabia, Northern Region, Nor, Upper West Region, Wakia, Upper East Region, to the short code 1413 on all networks. You can also vote on the GMB app for a whopping 15% discount. Watch the live show every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3. Audience must be seated by 7 p.m. at TV3's Studio B. GMB 2018. This is the life. GMB is brought to you by Heaven Black Mosquito Coil and Insecticide Spray, Ideal Milk,
Feco Spray Starch,
Savings and Loans, Camel Antiseptic, Carnival Strawberry, Enapa Macro, GTP Still Timeless, Onga Tablet and Seasoning, Ghana Tourism Authority, Adunko, Next Coffer Blood Tonic from Ernest Chemist, Deluxe Paint, Lele Rice, Number 8 Exotic Snacks, Snappy Snack,
Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic,
Citro C, Davis Palace, and Holy Trinity Spa and Health Farm.
So last Sunday was eviction at the Ghana's Most Beautiful, the first eviction that has happened after 3 weeks of show, and 2 ladies were sent out of the competition, Jifa and I know after the show a lot of people had a lot of questions to ask. I mean, it's been funny out there on social media, and even yesterday at the premises of TV3 when the show ended. But we want to give you sort of analysis as to what happened yesterday, and then try to answer some of the questions that are on your mind. My name is Kwame, and
my name is Sarabna.
And this is Guess Who's Going Home on Ghana's Most Beautiful. So, Sarabna, what do you think about what happened yesterday?
Yesterday was just on a whole different level, Kwame. I mean, the confusions, the controversies. I mean, even before the show started,
right,
you could sense from the whole atmosphere that
there was tension.
So much tension. I mean, from the ladies, from the audience, and even our followers online, from the comments that we were receiving. And yesterday was something else.
You know, so before they came on stage, I met the ladies backstage, and I asked them, are they ready? They were all vim. You know, no, everybody thought they were not going to go home.
No.
All high spirits. And then judges start giving their verdicts on their performances. And then I realized some of them started cracking, some of them, you know, stuff like that. So let's start off with the performances from Sunday. So Abna started the whole thing.
Yes.
She was a warrior.
Yes.
What do you think about her performance, though?
Okay, so yesterday's theme was about sanitation, health,
water.
And
Right.
water, sanitation, and health. I think Abna chose a very interesting theme, coming out as a warrior, and because when you think about the whole theme, you wouldn't really think that someone would come out as a warrior to give us her message, you know,
Right.
in that way. And so for that, I would give her, a thumbs up for the whole concept. For her stage craft and everything, I think she did very, very well. She was very, very confident as well. And her message came out quite
Wasn't
clear.
she overly dramatic?
She being overly dramatic, I think, has to be with her theme and her concept, because she was thinking, okay, I'm as a warrior, let me just be all brave.
But
and,
even after the judges had given her score, or she was done with the performance, she was still in character.
Yes.
Like, she didn't want to smile. Then Auntie Linda had to ask her to smile and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I think she was overly dramatizing the whole thing. And when she went, she even left before Johnny had to call her to come back.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know, but the performance was okay to
Yes,
me.
it
I think it was one of the good performances for the night. Now we talk about Nabia.
Yes.
Right. How did she do for you?
Nabia was a food vendor. Nabia, I liked Nabia's performance. I really, really liked it. She was very eloquent, and her message came across like very clear. We could understand what she was trying to tell us, and I'm sure anyone sitting at home would definitely take something out of what she said and what she did on stage. Yes.
I think one of the things I liked from the judges was that she put the napkin that she used to clean her hands on her shoulder. So even after you've washed your hand and then you put the thing back on your shoulder, it becomes
Everything
dirty
is
again.
going back to
But
you.
see, these are the things that we do on a regular that we should stop doing. I
Yes.
think her message came out quite clear. I
Yes,
liked.
it
At the point, I thought she was going to win Star Performer for the night, though.
Same here.
Yeah, but
Same here.
apparently she didn't get to win it. Then Tewa.
Yes.
Tewa was, I think,
Was a customer at the market.
right.
So what? I think from last 2 weeks where she missed some of her
Lines.
her lines and all that. From then, I don't know, but I'm sure someone has really spoken to her, and because it seems she's very, very confident now. She's
Yeah.
much more confident now. She's trying to let us know that her people are not just voting. I mean,
Right.
she's doing what she has to do for them to vote for her. I think her message was also clear. Her stagecraft was also on point. She did
I
quite
think
well.
she was just shouting too much. at a point, she wanted to get her message across, but she was shouting, and I thought you could project without shouting, you know. But I think overall, her message was quite cool. I mean, I think she got her stuff for last night.
One other thing about Tewa that I've noticed is I think she speaks too much of the local dialect.
That's about it.
Too much. Too much. I mean, we don't get the English at all. I don't know if she's afraid she might miss her lines
Like
again,
bar,
or
Charlie, people know the
yeah.
one bar. So,
So I kept wondering, no, I mean, the Fanta is too much. Give us a little, because we have an audience, you
Yeah.
know, people have to at least get what you're trying
right,
to portray. So
right.
that's one thing.
Anyway, so let's talk about Wekia. What do you think about her performance?
Community. So
And she won Star Performer.
I think Wakia was among the best performers
Right,
for the
for the
night.
night.
Yes. So I wasn't really surprised when she got Star Performer as well, and she understood her message.
Right.
Yes, I think she really did.
And I think what worked for her was she touched on almost every
Everything,
aspect
yeah.
of our lives that we use water, that we need cleanliness on that side. So
Yeah.
it worked quite well for her.
It
And her stagecraft, she was confident, she was on point with her delivery, and she gave some statistics that made the judges excited about it.
Yes.
So overall, I think she placed high.
Yeah, she
That's how
did.
come she won Star Performer.
definitely did.
Let's talk about Hema.
Ohima was a radio presenter.
Right. No, Hema was a model. She was a model and narrator. She was
So,
shooting a commercial.
model. Yes.
Right.
For Ohima, I don't think this Sunday was one of her best performances. I think she missed some of her lines, and
Yeah.
I don't know if the whole thing was probably
Getting to her.
getting to her, but she wasn't really out there for me on Sunday.
But you know, last week you said that once eviction starts, they will start getting a bit more.
Yes,
afraid
careful and
and
afraid.
careful.
Yes.
I don't know if that was what got to Ahima. That's
I
how come
think
she wasn't
so,
able
I
to
think so.
give out her best.
I think so.
Because I know Ahima to always come out and then, but looks like
Giving
yesterday
us-
wasn't really
Yeah.
right. So let's talk about No
No was a cleaner,
Yeah.
street
cleaner.
cleaner. I think same as Tewa, No also has tried to be the best version of herself since the last 2 weeks, and I think she did her best on Sunday.
Right.
Personally, I think she did her best. She was quite eloquent, although it got to a point in time. I think she was shouting and kept repeating. There was this word, I think Madame or something. She kept repeating that word. I don't know.
She don't have
why,
any other word. You have
but
to say something. So
I think
she had to say something.
She tried.
Right. So, I mean, I think same. I think she tried. My only thing with Noah was that I think at a certain point she didn't hold on to the message of water and cleanliness and stuff like that. So it sort of went against her. So if you remember, the second judge, the water aid woman,
Yes.
she said that she wasn't getting her message quite clearly, you know, so that's what affected Noor
That's true.
for this week's performance. But let's talk about Jifa though. So Jifa was a sanitary inspector,
Yes.
right?
One thing about Jifa's almost every week is I think she rushes through her performances. She's overly confident, so she's just, it gets to a point you find her blabbing and just, so you miss the message at some point. You don't
Right.
get what she's trying to really convey to you because she's in a hurry.
I don't know what it is, but so I spoke with one of the instructors, and then he said that at rehearsal, Jifa always does not pay attention.
Okay.
It's like she feels she can do it, and so when you give her lines, she takes some out and she adds her own stuff to it, just to make her feel cool. But these are guys that have been doing this thing for years, and so when they tell you to do something, you follow
have
through.
to,
But
yes.
apparently, she wasn't following through, and it affected her because every time she
Yeah.
performs, somebody has something negative to say about her
Yes.
performance.
Yes.
You know, I don't know whether there's a thin line between being confident and being cocky. I think she comes out as a bit cocky,
Yeah, that's true.
and it went against her. Jifa, sorry, we wish you were still here, but yeah, Adepa.
One thing I want to say something. One thing I don't know if they've really spoken to the contestants about. I mean, rehearsals are very, very important.
Right.
I mean, you can't miss rehearsals or do something wrong and you're corrected, and then you think everything will go on well for you
Right.
on the D-Day.
Right.
So one thing to the contestants, one advice is you have to take your rehearsals very, very serious. Yeah.
Awesome. So let's talk about Adepa.
Adepa, radio presenter.
Right.
I loved Adepa's performance, but the only flaw that I found in her performance was at some point she was rushing. I think when it comes to her local dialect, Adepa is very fluent. Not just that, I mean, when it comes to English, she's also very good, but when she's speaking her Seshi language, Adepa just rattles like Sarkodie like, you know. She was very eloquent. She
Right.
did very well for posing as a radio presenter. I think
think
she did.
she can really
she did.
host like a local radio show, you know.
I mean, bringing in Asempa and
Right.
connecting the whole thing to Onya FM's morning show
Right.
and Asempa. I mean, it was quite very good. Yeah.
Awesome. Afra was the teacher.
Our first performance, you know, when you ask me about Sunday, I'm not sure I would readily mention
Afra.
Afra, because I don't know, but I can't really say much about her performance. I think
She's still not memorable.
yes, she's still not memorable
She's
to me.
average.
Yes,
So
in the
Afra,
middle
you are being
somewhere.
average, and
Please, we want to see you on top.
no. Hey, I'll take a course on that. So, Charlie, flaunt it. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Flaunt it. Let it be a little bit more
Yes.
out there. Put in your people's faces. We know you know, so let people know that you know.
Yeah.
You know. Let's round up with Na. So now was the party girl, university
the
girl.
university girl.
Right.
Now also missed some of her lines.
At the point, I realized she was tired. Like she was tired.
I don't know if it's probably because she was the last to perform and she had heard the other ladies,
Yeah.
and I don't know if all that got to her, but she missed the lines. I don't know, her message also wasn't too clear for me. I think she was a little confused about her message, about her theme,
Right.
and what she was supposed to talk about. So her performance wasn't the best for me.
I thought same. At a point, I thought now was going to go out for the competition though, because
Yes.
last night it wasn't the best of her. But so what happened was eventually all the 10 girls performed, and then the judges now had to score them and add the scores from previous weeks to last Sundays, and then give them an overall score, and that would determine who